What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and today we're going to talk about all the players that the Colts have signed that went undrafted in this year's draft. There's a lot of guys to talk about in this video, so we'll talk about them. I'll highlight a few guys that stick out to me. But before we get into it, if you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon so you're notified when I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack that like button. Let me know your thoughts down below. What are some guys that stick out to you? Let me know in the comments. And if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. So with that being said, let's go through all the players that the Colts have signed so far that went undrafted. So, the players that they signed were Max Borghi, running back from Washington State, Jack Coan, quarterback from Notre Dame, Kekoa Crawford, wide receiver from Cal, Trevor Denbo, safety from SMU, JoJo Doman, linebacker from Nebraska, Dallas Flowers, cornerback from Pittsburgh State, Alex Mollett, offensive lineman from Marshall, Samson Nakua, wide receiver from BYU, Scott Patchin, defensive end from Colorado State, Kavion Patton, defensive tackle from Texas State, Devontae Price, running back from Florida International, Forrest Ryan, linebacker from Villanova, Josh Zeltzer, offensive lineman from Wisconsin, Ryan Van Denmark, offensive tackle from UConn, CJ Furdell, running back from Oregon, Sterling Weatherford, safety from Miami of Ohio, Colin Wick, defensive end from Tulsa, McKinley Bear Williams, defensive lineman from Syracuse, and Michael Young Jr., wide receiver from Cincinnati. Now, they will also be having tryouts for some other guys at rookie minicamp. Those players are Jackson Anthrop, wide receiver from Purdue, Grayson Atkins, PK from North Carolina, Caleb Carter, linebacker from Southern, Isaiah Chambers, edge from McNeese State, Cedric Cunningham Jr., defensive back from Army, Evan Holm, cornerback from North Dakota, MJ Dumas, offensive lineman from Villanova, Grant Dixon, linebacker from Youngstown State, Jermaine Martin, running back from North Carolina A&T, Bew Morris, offensive lineman from SMU, Race Porter, punter from Washington, Seth Small, PK from Texas A&M, Tim Wilson Jr., wide receiver from Southeastern Louisiana, and Lucky Awuvu. I apologize if I said his last name wrong, and I know I did, but he's an edge from Charleston. So a lot of guys that the Colts have signed that went undrafted, or at least, gave tryouts to go to the rookie minicamp. So let's talk about some of the guys that stick out to me. So the first player that sticks out to me as a Notre Dame fan is Jack Coan, quarterback for Notre Dame. I watched a lot of Jack Coan this year. Jack Coan, to me, I think is in the best spot possible. I think if there is a team that fits him the best, it's Indianapolis. And I say that because he needs to develop. He definitely needs to develop. I don't think he's going to start for us, but I do think he can develop into a good backup. And honestly, he's going to learn behind Matt Ryan, which is going to be great for him and really any other young rookie quarterback or just a young quarterback in general that would be on any team with somebody like Matt Ryan. Having Matt Ryan there is going to be great for Jack Coan. And also, what's even better is Jack Coan has Frank Reich as his head coach. Frank Reich is going to be able to do some good stuff with Jack Coan. Again, I just don't see him starting, but he had a pretty good combine. He did some good things with his pro day. I think Jack Coan can be a good backup quarterback. And I'll tell you what, I think Jack Coan is going to be in the NFL for more than a decade because I think he's going to be a solid backup at worst for a lot of teams. I think this is a good spot for him. So Jack Coan, that was one of the guys that we signed. Okay, so the next guy I'm going to talk about today is Ryan Van DeMark, offensive tackle from Connecticut. A little surprised that he went undrafted. I thought he would have went like round 6, round 7. But he did go undrafted, so a little surprising to me. But when you look at his numbers, they're not great, if we're going to be completely honest. So in 2021, he played in 10 games, started all 10 of those games, allowed 6 sacks, had 8 total hits allowed on the quarterback, and allowed 26 pressures. Not good. Not good at all. Now, look, I wasn't expecting Ryan Van DeMark to be a starter. He's brought in to be a depth piece because we needed to add more depth to our offensive line. So that's what he's here for. I don't see him starting at all, if I'm going to be completely honest. He'll probably back up Braden Smith, if I had to guess. So, yeah, I mean, I'm cool with the move. We needed to add some more depth on our offensive line. Maybe he'll work out. Maybe he'll be a nice, depth piece for the team. We'll see. But yeah, got pretty good size, decent speed for a offensive tackle, it looks like. So, he's coming to Indianapolis. Again, a little surprised that he went undrafted, but I'll take him. And the last guy we're going to talk about today is Sterling Weatherford, safety from Miami of Ohio. I am a big fan of this signing. I love it. For one, adds more depth to our secondary, which, if you watched last season, that's something that needed to be addressed, and we're definitely doing it. Not just with, signing Sterling Weatherford, but some of the other guys that we drafted and, signed prior to the draft. It shows that they know that they need to add more depth. So I like this move. Also, his numbers, they were good, man. This past season, 66 total tackles, 39 of them were solo, 27 were assisted, had a sack, had a couple interceptions, had 4 pass deflections. He seems like a smart player. He's from Indiana. I'm a big fan of this move. Now, it's a depth piece. I think he's going to be a good special teams player as well. So, yeah, man, I'm a big fan of that move. I think he's going to fit in well. And, yeah, I'm excited. So that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon so you're notified whenever I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack the like button. Let me know your thoughts down below. What players did you like that the Colts signed? Let me know in the comments. And if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt, Bleed Blue, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other 2 videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.